Today's sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. 3rd and 2 for Dalton. And that is incomplete. Knocking it away in coverage, Captain Mutterland.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. From the gun, here's Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now Newton on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Throwing is Newton. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Carlos Dunlap able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Now it's Newton. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody come. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Dalton throwing on second down. Forced out to his left. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Here's Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 7-0. Bullock out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Though he's seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter, here's another good example.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Newton on second down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Geno Atkins busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Newton now to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Carl Lawson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is fielded at the 27. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Dalton. And his throw here's incomplete.
It is true. You can draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Passing, it's Dalton, and that's incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield, and it's 3rd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw him on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play's going and being able to make a play on the football.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Come on now. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. Newton to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. On first down, it's Newton. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. As his guys are in for 6. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Giovanni Bernard, nothing but green grass.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Now he'll escape to his right, and he's got his target. That's Moore. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
Now the former Oregon man, this is Kenyon Barner. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you come with the
pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Andrew Billings able to get him for a loss of about 3. The Panthers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Newton. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And out now, here come the Bengals. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. Two minutes remain here in the 1st half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. They go play action here on 1st down. Green's got it over the middle. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green. First touchdown of the new season, and the Bengals add on to their lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and it's now 21-7. Bullock out now to kick this one away. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Buying time, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Vontaze Burfict able to drop him for a loss of a couple. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
5-0. 368! 368!
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. First and 10 for Dalton. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Andy Dalton now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. K1 short. Able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A final shot before the break. Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But
this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
That's it. 180.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Great. Shoot some. Set. 180.
On 3rd down, Newton. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Here you go, 368.
2nd down, Dalton. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete.
368.
But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is, but he eats up ground, and he usually goes up and gets it.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Check that. Gun. Express. 8. 20.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Geno Atkins getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, here's Newton. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
That's it. 180. Hey.
3rd and long. It's Newton. Being chased out left. Now he's got his man complete. They chalked that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a first down throw for Newton. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. From the red zone now, Newton. That is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Second and 10, Newton again. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
To throw on 3rd down. Newton. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. 4th down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again.
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. That's complete to John Ross. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And the quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. Andy Dalton now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10.
Go, on the ball! On the ball!
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Dalton here from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Andrew Billings in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Newton. Flush to his right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and forever. From the gun, Newton, and the tight end Olsen, right side. Greg Olsen, nobody ahead of him. He's at the 30, the 20. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 70 yards. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Kenyon Barner, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for 2. Operating from the gun. Newton flushed out right. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Play action here with Dalton. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Julius Peppers Able to drop him for a loss of 4. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Passing, it's Dalton. Eluding the pressure right. And a pressure gets to him again. Thomas Davis in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here's Kevin Huber now, standing just outside his own goal line. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And taken right at the 35. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Elsewhere, 4th quarter score now from Baltimore. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. Newton now to throw. Now he's going to throw it back deep. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. From the 50, Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Newton. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. Back to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. In for the score. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
368.
They'll look to throw. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now the Bengals on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Dalton wants to throw. That's complete. Bernard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. All right, here's Dalton. And this is caught at the 8. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Big spot, Andy Dalton. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming. Now there's the timeout, signaled for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 24 all. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. A good pickup there, a 22. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Good.
It's second down. Dalton looking. Dumps it off to Mixon. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a gain of 9. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Tackle made by K'Wan Short. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd down, Mixon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And Bullock will put this one through. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. Now remember, this one is not over. over. But with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
First throw in overtime for Newton. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And a timeout now here in overtime with 4 seconds remaining. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This a long one to try and keep us going in overtime. And his kick is good. A gut-wrenching moment, but he's able to bang it through from long distance. And they match an earlier OT field goal with one of their own. Well, we had 2 ties last season in 2016, and now we've got another here.
They're part of the game, but I can sound philosophical here and say, well, what can you do? But neither team happy, right? No one wants to walk away from here with a tie, but I guess it's better than walking away with a loss, right?
Yeah, I guess that's the bright side for both teams, but nobody walking away a victor. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.
Okay. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pulling card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You in a no chance, you go. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Pull card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You in a no chance, you go. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Tell me who the hottest that you know. If it ain't me, you. Curry get the flame calling Prince Zuko. Swimming through the money like a flounder. Hold up. I just want the knowledge and the power. Hold up. Why the looking at me sour? Eat it like chowder. Rider, 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 rider. Never gave a about a dollar. More money, me, more problems. Pray for me to fall like autumn. Cause I got it on my own with no help, man. wanna be ET? Man, y'all can't see me. Out of my league, you pee-wee. Pocket too big, Rakisha. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pulling card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You in a no chat, Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Pull card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You in a no chat, Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pocket too big, they sumo. Money doubles up like a duo. I just want the yen and the euro. The game up and leave my kids like judo. Money come around like a Hoover. Make it feel. Pockets on the look super. Bills on me blue slot Cooper. Money on my mind just like a tumor. Spread my money out and then I call that a rumor. Curry the is on the move, no Uber. People try to block it, shine like lunar. Eclipse when I take all my chips. When I pop off the like hummus, see them. Acrobat with the flip. Money flow like a battleship. Diddy the new. Deliver new. Giving out like check out the free throw. Anybody wanna be ET? Man, y'all can't see me. Out of my league, you pee-wee. Pocket too big, Rakisha. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pulling card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You in a no chat, Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Pull card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You in a no chat, Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pocket too big, they sumo.
Hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty want me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen, I was by the stove. Big inside this case is one. Do me dirty, I'ma find you, lay your out on the flow. 19 with a I got rich by myself. Rather do this alone, I wasn't asking for no help. They keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone, he said, broski, you a star. I said, brother, hold it down, soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta